Well, a howdy, and welcome back to SciTrek, your sci-fi TV and movie channel. Welcome back to the Radical Wasteland podcast, y'all.
Indeed. Welcome back to the Wasteland Vault Dwellers. It's Greg the Ghoul back with his human companion Harris, and we are here to talk Fallout. What's going on, y'all? How's everybody doing? Peter, thanks for joining us today. See you in the chat there. Who else is in the chat? Shout it out.
Somebody say howdy in there.
Yeah.
It's time to get back into the world of Fallout.
That's
into
right.
The Wastelands.
It's been a minute. Hey, it's the Stanleys. How you guys doing? Oh, Harris, it's thank you so much for your patience with me while I was gone. And
likewise.
Super busy coming back. Yeah, how was Texas?
Texas was good. Europe was even cooler.
Oh shit, when were you? Well, what were you doing in Europe? I forgot all about this trip. Cruise.
Just
nice.
Cruising.
Very nice. Very, very cool. Love that.
I think we're doing well, Peter.
Mm-hmm. Hanging in there, just waking up. Hey, David, how you doing? So, enjoying some coffee on a lovely Friday morning.
There we go.
Yeah, hey, widescreen. Yeah.
A little more.
Yeah.
Space.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, Edinburgh, for anybody who's curious, Edinburgh Fringe was absolutely magical. Fringe was absolutely magical. I'm exhausted just thinking about it. We've been back, about 3 weeks now, and it's just been going hard since we got back, catching up with life. But being there, performing every day, absolutely magical. Nobody that identified themselves as a fan of the channel came and found me, so that was a little bit of a bummer. But I did have a blast doing a sci-fi debate show about which was better, Star Trek or Star Wars. And the night that I rep Star Trek, we won. So,
What about the other nights?
The other nights, actually, I was told that at least before we left, Star Trek was sweeping this year.
Dang.
Mm-hmm.
Dang. They don't have.
Or no, I think Star Wars had won once. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I remember.
Oh, thank you so much, David. Yeah, that. Thank you so much for watching it. That was that was a fun night. I definitely took the gloves off. I actually haven't seen the video. I gotta track that down. But my wife at one point jumped up because one of the questions that we got was, who has more iconic hair, Princess Leia or no, who's got the better hairstyle, Princess Leia or Deanna Troi? And my wife, being the curly girl that she is, immediately went on this, like, when I told her what the question was, she went on this like 30-minute diatribe about it. And I was like, you need to condense that to about 3 minutes and then jump up and answer that for me when the question comes up. And she did. Yeah. So, yeah, she killed it. Yep.
Well, the one thing I've been wanting to ask you about that is, obviously y'all are performing a whole bunch, but I know y'all. How many frickin' plays did y'all go see while y'all were there as well?
Okay, the first time I went to Fringe, we saw 26 shows in 8 days. That was 2 years ago, which is actually about average for us during that span of time. Like, for a while there, I actually had the record at Hollywood Fringe for most shows seen in a year, which was 68.
Oh, good.
Yeah, for Hollywood Fringe 1 year. So 26 at Edinburgh Fringe in 8 days is not a bad count. This year, I saw 4.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I thought you were going to say like 40. 4 that's reasonable to me.
Oh God, no! I was dying because just because I'm there doesn't mean the producing stops. It means the producing gets even more intense. My cast went out and saw a bunch of people, or they went out and saw a bunch of shows. They were out seeing stuff and doing stuff and meeting people and doing things. And I was at the press office. I was coordinating with the venue. I was doing the work. Not that I'm bitching at all, but it was a lot more boots on the ground work than I anticipated. So there was a lot of, you guys go have fun, I got to go deal with this thing, And I think going forward, when we go back, I will know a lot better and know how to have a lot of that stuff done before we get there, so I could have more time to produce. But to enjoy myself instead of producing. But I think this was a lot of learning, the things I didn't know that I didn't know. And it was there was a big learning curve in getting all this stuff done. But we got We had like 4 critics come through. We got an award nomination. We had a couple of 4-star reviews. Like we did real well. And the show was just getting momentum as it was time for us to leave, which was really frustrating because our houses were growing every night. I think given it another couple of nights, I think we could have been selling out every performance.
How many performances did y'all end up having out there?
We had 7.
7?
So,
okay.
Yeah. So we were there 11 nights. We were there 11 nights. The first night was recovery. Second night was tech, which started at 10:30 at night and went till 1 in the morning. And then the third day was the cast went on and did the Highland tours while I was doing the Meet the Media day and had to go, talk to all the press outlets and try to persuade people to come and cover us. And
just you having to do that, or was it you and Jen, or was Jen able to chaperone the group? Or
well, I mean, that cast was all adults. They don't need a chaperone. No, Jen actually hung with me during the day we did media day. She was out flyering while I was waiting in lines to talk to different press outlets, and then we went and distributed posters and postcards and stuff everywhere, and then
that's a lot.
Day 4 was opening. And then from there, it was just straight on through. And then we flew out the morning after we closed. So
it was
awesome.
At all.
Yeah. By about day 9, I was ready to go home. Honestly, I needed a day off. And because we were going hard, I mean, our show was at 10:30 at night. And
every time?
Every performance was 10:30 at night. You get a static performance time. And
it's nice to agree.
Oh yeah, no, I mean, yeah, it is nice. It's just that there's a lot of stuff that I was like, oh damn, that's running the exact same time as us, and so that was, which wasn't. I mean, there's a lot more shows that run at like 7 or 8 o'clock at night, so there's a lot of people who can't go and see stuff then, and they miss out on a lot. But there were a lot of things that we kept running into that it's like, oh, you start at 10 o'clock at night, shit, So that was a bit of a bummer, but. I mean, we're already talking about going back, figuring out the right project to take. We did actually get potentially an offer to take the show on tour to China. So that might be really cool. I'm following up and reaching out to them. Peter, yeah, you're 100% right. Next year, or the next time we go, I'm going to make sure that there's at least one off night a week, because it was whooping my ass, and I think I worked harder on that trip than I ever have on any other fringe trip I've done before, any other performance trip I've done before, because it was tough. It was producing all day and then performing, and then like having a little bit of unwind time, but going to bed, having a rough night's sleep, and then because I didn't adapt well to the 8-hour time difference. For a few days. It took a few days for me to really get stabilized, and then coming back, it was about a week and a half for me to feel normal again. Yep. No, 100% correct. But it was one of those where it was like, you know what? I need to make the most out of this while I'm here, because this is my opportunity. And we had a lot of fun. I mean, it was a fun experience. I think there's a lot of things that I've learned that I will make sure I do better next time. And I can't wait to figure out what we're going to bring next. But we're also
do you think it'll be 3 can keep a secret again, or something? Or okay,
I mean, possibly, but I've got a couple of other shows that I'd be interested in bringing over there that I think will work really well. Both of them are ensemble pieces. The 2 that I'm thinking of are ensemble pieces, so that might work. But I think seeing the shows that did well there versus the ones that really struggled, it really got me thinking about what is viable, because I was fortunate. We had a 58 seat house. We never had an audience of less than 20.
That's really nice, especially being American and coming there for the first time. And
with no reputation, no nothing. Like, I mean, having at least a 1/3 house is pretty solid, especially when I'm in all these. I got out into all these WhatsApp groups and all these Instagram groups and stuff like that. full of American artists at the Fringe, or members of shows at the Space at the Fringe. That might be mine, Peter. I have a very weird relationship with the concept of work, because when 99% of the work that I do is stuff that I love. Yeah. So I have every intention of working until the day that I drop. I need purpose. I'm one of those weirdos, but that's me. Because when the work that I'm doing is the stuff that I'm incredibly passionate about, it stops being work at that point.
Yeah, and especially if you're the one creating the projects you're working on.
Yeah. So
at that point, they're your babies.
Yeah, exactly. So I think, my gosh, what was I saying? I was in all these groups, and a lot of the folks that were coming back or a lot of the people that were in there every day were like, oh my God, I've got one ticket on the books. I've got like 2 people on the books, and I've got a critic coming tonight. I've got, I have no house. Can somebody please come? Here's a bunch of comps, Yeah. And I discovered that statistically speaking, the average house size for a Edinburgh Fringe show is 4 audience members. Shit. Yeah.
Oh no.
So for us to have 5 times that our first time out is pretty solid.
Yeah. Consistently.
I think I was originally like, oh damn, this isn't hitting as hard as I wanted it to. We're not getting the reaction that we did. And then I started looking at what everybody else was getting, and suddenly I'm like, oh, we're doing pretty good. We're doing pretty good. I'm not going to complain one bit. So I'm incredibly proud of how the show did. I'm incredibly proud of how well it was received, how much fun we all had, how much the cast loved it, how my first time out kind of firing blind here, I wound up hitting a whole bunch of targets, and we had a successful experience. So, and I also spent a lot of time talking to friends of mine who are freelance producers for hire. And, for those of you who don't know me, I own my own business where I run theatrical venues in Hollywood, but we offer all kinds of production-based services like design services and box office management and ticketing and stuff like that. Now we're talking about becoming freelance producers for hire, because the money that these guys were making was pretty intense. And and everything that I had some rather long conversations with a couple of folks that I knew that were out there doing it. And one buddy of mine is there in 6 figures putting up shows at Edinburgh. I mean, he's managing like 14 shows, but he was making some money. And
all in a time, probably, huh?
What's that? Oh yeah,
2 months.
I mean, 3. With Edinburgh, it's really like a 9-month process. You start in December. That's when applications open up for venues. And if you don't have a venue by January, you're well behind the 8 ball already. Yeah. So it's a long process, but they, so he's looking for new clients now at the moment. So, I mean, it's like 9 months worth of work, but you do pretty good, and then he does it with Adelaide, and he does it with Hollywood, and he does it with a bunch of other cities too. So, he's got just like this rolling thing going. So, and I talked to them about, the services that they offer, and I'm like, I do all that shit already. So why not,
expand it in the way that it'll be more monetarily feasible.
Yeah, exactly. So, that might be the new gig, is that I might, I think it'll take a couple of years to get this run up now that we're expanding all of our stuff in our venues at the moment. But I think that'll be a really great way for us to travel the world and be able to have some awesome experiences and also make a living. So, good times.
Hell yeah.
Selling spades, making money, not digging for gold. Yeah, exactly. Peter, there is a lot of that. I mean, because there's also a lot of artists that I know that don't know what they don't know when it comes to putting up a show. But, so they need help, and everybody wants to have a successful experience, and everybody defines success a little differently. But, I think that if you have somebody there who's qualified, who knows what they're doing, knows how to navigate the system, then it becomes very democratic in the sense of people will vote with their wallets if your show is any good. But, that at the very least, if you know that your show is being produced right, it's not that you're just missing the opportunities,
Yeah, it's not necessarily a marketing thing, but it's not necessarily not. Like,
yeah, exactly.
Getting eyeballs on things. Yeah.
Yeah, and Peter, yeah, those selling spades made money, not the digging for gold. That I see that so much in so many different industries. Like I have all these social media subscriptions and things like that, and like the how-tos and everything else. And it seems like all the marketing guys aren't using their services to market people. They are marketing their own courses on how to market yourself. So yeah, and and that's the thing. Yeah, and I mean that's kind of like the hallmark of what Jen and I want to offer is that we really care about people's success. We want people to have a successful experience, and we want people to be able to crush it. We think that their success is our success, So, I mean, we already try to embody that at Hollywood Fringe, and now I think we could take that global.
I've produced 3 plays, co-directed one of them, and every single one has been with y'all, and that's been for obviously it's because y'all were the first people I was introduced to out here in Fringe. But I met everybody else, and I ain't going with anybody else. Sorry, I love everybody else in Fringe, but y'all are. I
appreciate that.
The people that do it properly, and I obviously love y'all as people, but as producers, they're just as damn good. So.
I appreciate that. No, we work really hard to make sure people are having a good time, and we also want to put good experiences out there for the audience. So, anyway, this is not an Edinburgh Fringe podcast though.
But we had to catch up just a little.
We got to catch up. Yeah, and then where were you? You said you were on a cruise, yeah? Just touch on that real quick, so it's not just about me,
Well, sure.
Yeah.
I thought I was flying to Madrid. We flew to Barcelona. We're in Barcelona for like a day. Well, I guess closer to 2 days, but it was like half a day, one day, and then we had a little portion of that next day. We had to catch up. Damn right.
Yeah, that's right.
But a day and a half realistically in Barcelona, which was amazing. Spanish food's the best thing in the world. Well, there's a lot of food around the world that's delicious. I just very much happened to like Spanish food while I was there. Hopped on the cruise. We went to Lisbon, Portugal. We went to Porto and Sintra in Portugal as well. Then we went to Morocco and went to Tangier and drove up into a Sila. I forget how exactly to say it.
Okay.
And that was really fun. All of it was really fun. My favorite place was our last place that we went to, which was Seville and Cadiz, Spain. And Cadiz, Spain, I could live in a heartbeat. It was just Spanish people seem like they know how to do it. I don't know if I necessarily agree with eating at 10 p.m. every night, but I do like.
I mean, that's kind of my natural. Fiesta. Yeah,
it ends up being what I do anyway. I don't like it necessarily anymore, but it works so well. It just seems like the pace that people typically are at, whether they want to be or not. It seems like the average pace.
I think I'm normally keto, so I was not keto on this trip, so I was eating all of the carbs. I think the favorite place that we went to was the Macker's Mash House, which was the potatoes and you pick your potato and then pick your meat to go on top of the potato, and it was really, really good. It was fantastic. But I think I lost weight not because of the food, but because I swear to Christ, Edinburgh is one of those cities where it doesn't matter which way you're going, where or how, you're going uphill both ways. And good God, our where we were staying at Edinburgh Napier University in the dorms, which is about 1.5 miles from the venue. So there was a lot of walking, and for me, I was zipping around in a lot of Ubers because I had to get from A to B real quick, and all of our advertising was all over the place. Absolutely beautiful city. Gorgeous city. But because, you've got Edinburgh Castle in the center of everything, we had to traverse the castle, like we had to go around or across the castle in order to get to, to get from one side of the city to the other, to get from the dorm to the venue. And that involved a lot of uphill one way and then down and then uphill and back. And my God, it was just so much walking. My step counter was like 25,000, 30,000 steps a day. It was just on average, it was just grinding. But gorgeous city, good, we had good food, good people. And they need better coffee. I like Black Sheep, but they need a little bit better coffee. But But then again, they don't really believe in creamer over there. So like it's a lot of milk.
It's literally just the little espresso shots everywhere, right?
I did not get to do the Underground City tour, but some members of my cast did, and they were raving about it. So I'm putting that on the list for the next time I go. They said it was incredible. Yeah, I missed out on a lot of the touristy stuff this time around. Tea only. I had a fair share of tea. But I'm, American ghost in the sense that I need coffee in order to survive. So yeah.
Yeah, I don't know how
that's
I
cup
managed
number 2 right there.
Because in the
Already.
same sense, you go over there, you start eating real food, so you go back to carbs a little bit. Because I was trying to get it back on keto, and I'm back on keto now, I guess here.
Yeah.
But, I lost 2 pounds on the cruise, eating everything I wanted to, and then some. So I was.
It's lovely. Well, and European portions are just so much healthier than American. Yeah. When because I lived in Europe for a semester. I lived in the Netherlands for a semester at college. Yeah, that was a good time. We lived in a castle about an hour east of Amsterdam. It was a great time. I
got questions now. Maybe not.
I lost a shitload of weight on that semester because I was walking everywhere and eating European portions, and I left at about like a very, very lean, very, very taut 185 back then. I'm at about 240, 250 now, so it's like very, very different comparatively. But I was also 19 at the time, so
Well, you got a giant frame to hold more weight than that. Shoot.
Mm-hmm.
Shoot.
Yeah. Yeah. So, we're looking forward to going back. And I think next time we'll try to do the full month for the run.
Okay.
It's a different experience. But my thing is that with most of the people that we bring, they all have like all 3 of them had jobs that are like, I can't just walk away from this. I need to get the time off. And then one of them was like, my wife just had a baby 6 months ago. Like I'm going to be missing, the development of my child for a minute. So, there was a lot like, but by the end of it, they were all like, I wish we could stay longer. Why can't we stay longer? I'm like, y'all asked for us to stay, to get out of here after a week. And they're like, we were wrong.
It's like, we have these responsibilities and we know we have to do them.
Yeah.
It was when you're in a new place.
Especially for the parents in the group, they were like, oh, it's so nice to have a break for a minute, so so that was cool. Now I got to work on getting the movie shot too, because that's next on the agenda. But I think we just have to. I just launched applications for 2 more performing arts festivals and 2 film festivals, to round out the end of the year here. Plus we have the Freeway Circuit happening
for this year.
Yeah, for this year. Yeah, no, because we got Spooky Fest and Spooky Fest Film in October.
And then
we've got Frosty Fest and Frosty Fest Film in December. And then we have and 2 stops on the Freeway Circuit. We've got North Hollywood coming up, my own front yard coming up 27th to 28th.
Was it San Diego or Vegas or somewhere, right?
What's that?
Aren't you taking another play to another city as well?
Not right now.
Okay.
We're talking about. We just applied to take our Hollywood Fringe show this year. The meeting, we're taking that to New York, and we're taking that to New York in April. We're gonna go back and do New York Fringe again. Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, Peter, here's the thing. I run venues for a living, and the market has changed post-COVID. It used to be that somebody would come in and be like, hi, I want to rent your theater for 8 weeks and hand me a check. And I could fuck off for those 2 months and just let them run it and make sure that the paper products are refilled and make sure that nobody's broken anything.
Yeah.
That hasn't happened post-COVID. That, now people are like, I want a 1 weekend run. I want a 2 weekend run, and I'll get 1 or 2 of those every couple of months. It just hasn't been the same volume or the same length of time, and people aren't spending the same amount of money. So I have to be much more aggressive about creating events for other people to participate in, and keep my room filled. Because the more people that come through and see my spaces, the more they get rented. That's actually the best marketing.
Festival seems like a great way to do it.
They do really well for us. Even Mythic Fest was smaller than Frosty Fest by about 1 show, and had like 6 fewer performances than Frosty Fest did last year. but it was still incredibly successful. We've gotten a bunch of clients out of it. We sold a bunch of tickets. Everybody had a really successful event.
Good.
And people are already gearing up for the new stuff. And yeah, I mean, and even with the freeway circuit, the idea of touring shows locally is kind of like a new concept, but LA is big enough that you can get away with that, And yeah, tourism is indeed going to continue to get worse. I know that Vegas is struggling a lot right now. My friends in Vegas are all dying at the moment. But at least out here, we have enough people in the arts that want to come out and do stuff, and people need a prompt. People need a prompt, and sometimes they need a spark. And if I can be the spark that gets somebody off their ass to do something creative, so much the better. That's the plan.
1,000% yes. I know we've kind of touched on it, and we don't need to jump into it. Just the way, because it is correct. People need a prompt, but damn, does that make us like AI just a little bit, or does that make AI like us?
That makes. I mean, that it's the. I mean, I don't want chicken and the egg is not the right comparison.
No, it's not, because it's yeah. There's too much training that goes into the AI. Yeah. It can't create something from scratch. We still can, even though people usually aren't willing to, I guess.
I think the thing is that nobody wants to do anything. It's incredibly hard to do something from nothing. It's incredibly hard to do. Especially if you don't know what you're doing, if you haven't done it before, it's incredibly hard to start from nowhere. What I really loved about Fringe was Hollywood Fringe, at least when it first started, because I've been there since day one.
Like 10 years ago, right?
It was 2010 was the first one, so 15 years.
Oh wow, 15. Nice.
They provide the framework. They provide the framework and give you like hey, if you check all these boxes, you're probably gonna have a successful event. Here's everything you need to know. Here's how to do it. And then 90% of those lessons carry over into producing your own thing. And I just was like, cool, let's just replicate this on a smaller level with something genre specific for each one, just for theming purposes, and just do. And we've had some first time producers come through who have I just happen to have this sci-fi script that I really wanted to do, and it works. So I think, providing people the sandbox to play in, if you build it, they will come. So,
this is true.
Yeah. Anyway, I think
same thing as when they build a Fallout game, we will come.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. I keep hearing rumors that we're gonna get a New Vegas remaster. I don't know how legit those are, but that might be a lot of wishful thinking. But it would be really cool to see, because I think New Vegas is the best of the franchise.
I agree. I still want them to do Fallout 3 remaster first.
Yes.
I feel like if New Vegas comes first, we're less likely to get a Fallout 3 remaster.
I don't know. I think they'll, if they're going to remaster one, I think they'll remaster the other.
Okay.
I think because there's a lot of completionism out there,
That's true. And as I said that, I was like, we did start with Oblivion and not Morrowind or Daggerfall or Arena, so maybe it's working the other direction back. Maybe. I feel like that there's enough stands for 3 that if they get one, the clamor will only increase for the other. Well, that's the damn truth, especially with the way Fallout Season 1 came about, and then what was it, it was a 250% increase on every single game, at a minimum. It's insane. Which I wonder if Fallout Season 2 is going to do something similar.
Oh, I think so.
Particularly for Vegas, New Vegas, of course.
Yeah. Oh no, I think New Vegas numbers are going to spike through the roof. I mean, the number of concurrent players on Fallout 4 while the show was airing was intense. So I think the new trailer will do it. Who here has not seen the new trailer? I mean, and by new, I mean the one from 3 weeks ago. Yes.
Do the Fallout games have a lot of grind involved? Yes. I've been seeing a lot of games desperate to keep you playing. It's not grind in that sense. It's not grind in a Soulsborne game that's you got to compete against this same guy 15 times and and then you finally get past them or anything like that.
But the fucking, the settlement building feels like a grind to me. Finding all the
that's
resources.
only the one game at least, or
Fallout 4 drives me nuts with settlement building is like my least favorite thing. I'm like, let me go do some missions here. I have not seen the new 76 trailer for house building, but let's look it up just because.
Have you not the camp trailers? Here, shall we watch the Fallout Season 2 trailer real quick? I can put on a little background music to try to keep.
Well, hold on. Let's actually fire up the camp trailer here real quick because I'm curious now since that's been brought up. All right, I found it. I put it in the studio chat for you.
Yeah.
Oh, well, hey, just fair warning from here on out, there will be spoilers, Peter. So if you want to avoid, that's gonna be the meat of the discussion for the next section, and then we're gonna talk about spoilers for the haunted house at Horror Nights too. So spoiler warning for everybody going forward. We're gonna do the 76 trailer, and then we're gonna do the season 2 trailer, and then we're gonna talk about Horror Nights.
One good thing, at least, about this, spoiler wise, is of course, we'll touch on things that happen in season 1, but
there's big reveals in the. I mean, if you've been avoiding stuff, there's big reveals in the season 2 trailer.
Yeah, there's some big reveals. Most of the things we're going to talk about are probably fun things from the New Vegas video game that we're seeing in the trailer, but there are some major.
And if you've played New Vegas, there's nothing surprising, but there's confirmations. Yeah. Was thinking Superman trailer more than speculation. Oh well. Yeah, the Superman trailer had its fair share of giveaway in it.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I do know that there's a couple of reveals in the season 2 trailer that if you've been watching this channel or if you've been following anything along, it's not news to you.
No.
But a few things that that I think are unexpected, like Return of the Chicken Man. He's back. Everybody knew he was going to be backed up.
Yeah, I feel like he's gonna end up being their C plot mover, not necessarily.
100%. He's fun though. I like him.
Yeah, I don't think he's not gonna be someone they focus on, of course, but he's the one that is the catalyst for that C plot to move. I feel every season is how they set him up, at least.
Yeah, I think that he's gonna be part of the plot line with super mutants.
Yeah, when we get to the trailer, I've got to. There's so many things in the trailer.
Yeah,
and it's missing one big thing, but we'll get to that.
Let's look at let's look at the Fallout 76 real quick because I'm curious now.
All right. Well, let me get a little bit of lo-fi up here just to hopefully block out that copyright for us.
Yeah.
And, shall we jump in?
Let's
do it.
Welcome back to this very special episode of Camp Revamp. Today we've got renovations and innovations happening all across Appalachia.
Okay.
With relaxed building restrictions, you can snap, co-lide, and free build with abandon.
Oh, wow.
Neighbors needn't be jealous. They can do it too.
Interesting. Okay.
War never changes. Looking for us? The workshop does. With a streamlined new menu, you can find and place anything you're after with ease. Do it your way. Don't let the market.
This is intense.
Yeah.
This is a lot.
Yeah. I have better things to do in an MMO than build a house, but that's me. But I know that people love this shit, and that's nothing wrong with that, man. It's just not my style of gaming. But I do appreciate the level of detail because you go through and collect. You got to go through and collect all the items and everything just to be able to decorate.
I'm sure each one of these are little collectibles. The snow globes, the toy,
snow globes, the vault. That's a ghoulish vault boy. Love it.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay. We got 40 seconds left.
Yeah, let's finish it up.
Hey, stop you.
Oh, hell.
No more blocks to building. The only ones you'll find are in the defense category. Not the type to build from scratch? Honey, prefab is at your fingertips. Ain't she a beaut? Your creativity is what makes this post-apocalyptic hellscape great. So build to your irradiated heart's content. And we'll see you on the flip side.
All I could think of was just how much. I do love the jetpacks, though. That's fun.
Oh, Viva jetpacks, but that is so damn much.
Yeah.
Like I enjoy the it's not camp. What is it called in frickin' Fallout 4? Just
settlement
building.
Yeah.
The easiest word in the world.
Yeah.
Settlement building went a little far,
Mm-hmm.
but it makes sense with the amount of people that you can recruit.
Yeah.
That I feel like went far too far. You know what? Because I don't mind the building, of course. Like I just said in Fallout 4, it does piss me off that once you do it, you have to that takes over the entire gameplay aspect of, okay, now I got to go back to here and make sure they're happy, make sure this is going on. And yes, that is real. It is kind
Foolish
of
Animal Crossing. I appreciate that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, here's the thing, though. There's the cool thing about an MMO is that you can have multiple play styles be accommodated. You know, there are some folks who really, really want to just build settlements and hang out in them all day. You know, there are certain fans that just want to do that, and now they can have that experience. And it's not like that they're not creating new raid content and new quest lines and stuff like that. I mean, they're doing a lot of that stuff too. I think that they recognize the fact that they've got a significant fan base that just wants to build post-apocalyptic, cribs, basically, and play Pimp My Crib all day.
Yeah, the thing of that, because I get that, and I want them to have their cake and eat it too. I really do. The thing that, especially with that throws me off a little bit, because I guess I'd seen a clip, but not that full trailer, because if you watch it back, my mouth is...
Yeah, no, it's intense. There's a lot.
Talk about some TikTok ADD kind of stuff. I'm ADD, and that was a lot of information just for me. Like, shoot, visual information at least. But David makes a great point here, and it's kind of where I was leading into. Is I like that sort of thing when you have a home like in Fable and Skyrim. I think that's the easiest, most sensible way of doing it. But Skyrim's third DLC, Hearthhome, whatever one it was actually labeled as, named as, whatever. That, if you remember, they have it where you can build, I think, in 2 or 3 separate places on the map. You talk to the Jarl, or the little mayor of the region. You have to do a few different quest lines. You have to ingratiate yourself with the local populace. And then they allow you to buy a deed to a piece of property on the outskirts of town that you're going to have to build. You can only do certain amounts of blueprints, and those blueprints you can't do other things on top of. If you have let's say you have a watchtower, you're not going to have a garden under it or something like that. There is a little bit of correlation that's involved there, and I feel like that's the way to do it because it fits within the canonical boundaries that have already been set, where this is just canon breaking as can be. People aren't, I guess maybe early on in the Wasteland, because it's only 100 years past when the Wasteland kind of started in Fallout 76. Maybe there are people, there are vast amounts of people compared to what will be 100, 200 years later in the main Fallout timelines that we're used to. But I don't think so. I think the nuclear blast would have killed these people too, all of them. Well, and if there's still nuclear blasts that they're putting into Fallout 76, obviously you want a mass group of people to be able to play online, but canonically having all of them build just vast kind of sim-like or Animal Crossing-like things, it's just a little canon breaking. And that's where it kind of gets at me.
I mean, but then again, this is a game. Yes. And I think that for a game about scavenging, a lot of that stuff looked pretty posh, and very polished, So I think that they're kind of steering away from the scavenger aesthetic for some of the more improved stuff, and that's cool.
Yeah.
But I think, and also you got to remember that's in Appalachia. Like that's mountains. That's like forest and mountains, and I don't think that nukes necessarily fell in the damn mountains. The cities all got radiated to hell and back.
In the game, there are a bunch of people dropping nukes throughout it as well in the area.
Ah, fair. Okay.
I only know that through trailers and stuff because it was.
Oh, that's true, and you can nuke other people's settlements and stuff like that.
Yeah.
That's why. So, yeah.
Just like you said, it's a game. It's not a big deal,
Yeah.
but with how particular, especially Bethesda games are about their canon and lore,
Sure.
It brings a little bit of an eye roll.
Yeah, but I can also see how they would consider stuff in 76, certain elements of 76, to be canon adjacent.
Yes.
For the sake of player experience.
And same for Elder Scrolls Online, and I'm sure Elder Scrolls Online has some variation of this to a degree as well.
Yeah.
Maybe not. I don't know, but as a Fallout fan that's been a Fallout fan for a good while, it's not necessarily something that entices me. But I could see how it entices new people or people that saw the TV show and expect a little bit of a shiny coat.
Well, I mean, it's like playing what is oh my god, the mobile game. Why am I blanking it? Fallout.
Oh, Shelter.
Yeah, Fallout Shelter. They have a lot of canon information in there, but you can also have like 4 Lucy McLeans running around your vault. So
Touche.
I mean, at one point, the game mechanics don't necessarily mesh with lore that well. Not necessarily. And different experiences will offer different things. But they have a lot of, they cover a lot of the vaults unofficially that aren't covered in the main games. So, I think that you have to take some of it with a grain of salt and recognize that in a video game, you being the main character, of course you're going to find all the posh shit because and have the unique experience because you are the protagonist. But in an MMO, everybody's the fucking protagonist.
Yeah.
So, it's Well,
David,
it changes the experience.
Everybody in chat, did that entice y'all to want to play that game a little bit more, or not?
I mean, do we have a bunch of settlement builders in the chat today or no?
Because I do like settlement building. It's not something I'll hang up my hat on any day of the week, but I do enjoy it. That one just seemed just a little far for me, but also like
I just got too into that grind for a while when I was playing, and it just when I was playing Fallout 4, and I recognized the fact that I was doing more settlement stuff than actually pursuing the plot line, but also feeling like I had to. And then I got frustrated by I hadn't even finished Sanctuary Hills when I'm like, I have 10 other locations that I've unlocked, and I feel like every time I turn around, I'm unlocking a new location. I have to go build a fucking settlement here. Like it felt like too much,
Yeah, one of my favorite run-throughs that I've ever done, and it ended up being one of my least favorite run-throughs. And I guess it's the one that's still, like, if I want to go put on my Xbox, it's going to be the one that's still there. But it was one that, all right, before I do anything else in the main plot line or any of these other kind of ancillary plot lines, I'm going to start settlement building, get a bunch of settlements, get my, level up, and just make the actual run-through easy, which it did. But the second you start doing the run-through and you're not keeping up with your settlements anymore, it feels like a one or the other. There's not, and I understand it in real life, that stress would be there, but also we're playing the video game. give us give us a little bit of leeway.
Yeah,
I just don't feel like it had all that leeway. And damn, that camp stuff is just a lot.
Yeah. It's not my style of game, but I get what people are going for. At that point, it would just become Casino Simulator. If they build a DLC where it's New Vegas, it's like, oh yeah, let's do that and let's manage a casino. And suddenly it's work the video game. Yeah. You got to throw out the cheaters, got to build the work schedule. So and so requested the next night off. You got to remember to get shift coverage. That's. And there are some people who'd be really into that. I'm like, meh. I'd rather plot to rob the casino GTA style.
Oh, totally agreed. But and I do hear what you're saying here, but I'm definitely not over it. All my favorite things that I was raised watching or just watch that I grew up enjoying, like companies like Bethesda, 10 years ago, although they had Elder Scrolls Online 10 years ago, and I guess even 76 is reaching that age, they've always been very particular about adhering to canon. And now that, in my instance, being a kid and growing up with all these games and then finally reaching adulthood and now, mid-20s and all this, yada, yada, all the companies I grew up with that were adhering to canon have now lessened on that. And it just feels like a kick in the gut sometimes. A little.
Yeah. But, I think when you open it up to like an MMO experience, you have to be a little bit more chill about canon.
Those two particularly. Yeah.
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 I have lived that meme, Peter. I'm a big fan of in all my Final Fantasy runs, I make sure that all of my characters, all of them, even the secret unlocks, are all maxed out before going and fighting the final boss. And I remember there was like a 20-hour stretch, or no, it was like about, I want to say it was like a 28-hour stretch where I finished the last couple of fights in Final Fantasy VII, and like I did disc 4 in like one day, and I had the Knights of the Round materia, which the animation was like 5 minutes long, and then I had mimic in the lineup. So literally, like, I would just set it on auto and walk away and come back an hour later, and the fight's still going because of that goddamn animation. So yeah.
You would hire people to do that work while you go out and explore, so you could have the best of both.
Well, that's not a bad idea.
Yeah. And I guess there's a bit of that in the game as well, but because they want you to be involved in it, not necessarily you just auto farming things in Fallout 4. Which, I don't know if auto farming fits into my rigid adherence to canon that I was trying to do a minute ago, but I would have preferred a little auto farming in Fallout 4 in the settlement side of things. And they have it to a degree, but it's like to a degree. But talking about adhering to canon, things being added, things being subtracted, some things being changed. We do have a trailer.
Yes. So spoilers. Everybody will watch out for spoilers here. This is if you've been trying to avoid this, you might want to see us again in about 2 weeks. All right, if you want to avoid any info about season 2 of Fallout on Prime,
which gives you some good time to watch Fallout season 1.
Yeah.
So
I also watched this just thinking about how they shot this like a mile from where I live. They shot so much of it just like a mile from where I live. That drives me insane. It's so cool.
And it looks great. It totally looks like it's just in the middle of Vegas or near.
But instead of shooting it in a fucking parking lot in North Hollywood,
Yep, just I love it. All right, turning this lo-fi up a little bit to help us with the copyright. And ready?
Let's do it. Let's scroll it back just a couple of frames. When we saw the original teaser, like the previous or some of the original photos that came out, they hadn't put in all of the detail that you see up on the landscape, all the aqueducts and the buildings and stuff like that. That canyon was empty on the other side, pretty much, except for the new Vegas skyline. So they've done a lot of work filling that out.
A lot. It looks good.
Yeah, it does look good.
That line about Mr. House being the one man that
makes you wonder.
Caused it all.
Mm-hmm.
I've watched a few videos. There's a bunch of different people having theories out there and stuff like that. But obviously, he didn't cause it all. But do you think Cooper's pissed off at him? And from his perspective, House could have saved a lot more people, or
he didn't have the platinum chip. Well, no, I don't. I mean, maybe that feels like a stretch to me, or a misguided character motivation if Cooper is blaming House solely for the entire Great War.
That's kind of what he just says,
Yeah. I don't know. But we do know that House was there as, or a different actor playing House was there as like a member of this Illuminati that, of all the corporations coming together and talking about planning the end of the world. So, yeah. Interesting.
True.
Yeah, interesting.
That one line.
That one line feels weird to me. I really am interested to see what they do with it because, Cooper's motivation is finding his family, right? Not getting revenge for causing the war.
that, or I mean, we're assuming his family is inside of the vault. We're assuming his ex-wife.
His wife, yeah, ex-wife, yeah.
I don't know if his daughter made it. Just according to how the bombs fall in the beginning of season 1, that opening. But also it shows. I guess we'll get to that in a moment. But
yeah,
there's some things that throw that for a loop timeline wise as well.
Yeah. Okay. Well, interesting. And very, very interesting line to drop there about here's the one who's responsible. It's like responsible for what? I
haven't heard anyone say it or anything, but just from talking about it right here, maybe Cooper's wife does die, and it's kind of Hank's fault, or it's definitely Vault-Tech's fault.
Yeah.
And maybe she's trying to fight for them to actually get in the vault with them, and they don't allow it. I don't know. I haven't heard any theories or anything like that, but just talking about it right now, I'm trying to think about something,
Yeah, interesting.
And I don't know why that would necessarily be. It would be something that would piss Cooper off for a couple hundred years, probably. But I don't know why that would go on House again. That would be more Vault-Tech rather than House.
Well, and I think that this is going to be the season where I feel like that it's been set up that we're going to learn a lot about Cooper and the Ghoul and their motivations and stuff this season. Not, in addition to the ongoing McClane family drama and super mutants, but I feel like that, just putting 2 and 2 together here, the Ghoul got the Fallout New Vegas game start opening as, the first time we see him, he's getting digging himself out of a grave, or getting dug out of a grave, So, I think they've already set this character up to be resonant with this, and I think there's gonna be a lot of interesting character development and motivation exploration. Yeah, and yes, he is one of the architects of the end of the world from Cooper's perspective, 100%. But this makes it sound like he is the one,
the soul.
I feel like how Vault-Tech has a lot more responsibility here, unless there's going to be a big reveal that we don't know about. And I'm wondering, what is House's role in Cooper's life? So I think I'm excited. I think that this indicates a whole fascinating narrative option that's going to drop.
Very.
Or a narrative, like a new take on the narrative that's gonna drop and probably recontextualize a few things.
Well, that's what I'm intrigued about, because bring it back to the rigid canon stuff. It at least feels like the show loves the lore and the canon of the games, and they want to adhere to them.
Yes,
but as they did with Shady Sands, as they've done with a couple things, that recontextualization is going to come into play. Yeah. I'm wondering how that's going to affect the New Vegas game itself.
Well, I think that they're going to do. I agree with you. I think that they're going to set. They're going to pick up in terms of events far enough away from any of the established goings on in the game, so that any ending could still work. They'll pick it up 2 or 3 years after whoever took over. It's a Pyrrhic victory because they don't, they'll lose it immediately to something else, or that, it doesn't matter who won because the other party was never fully defeated, or fully routed. So, I think there'll be a gap where humana, and whatever canon ending of Fallout New Vegas you got, it's not a thing anymore, because as you'll see in this, and they also managed to undo some of what they thought was canon breaking about season 1.
Yes.
And later in the trailer, but we'll get to that in a minute. Let's go ahead and keep it going.
Yeah, we got a few things to get to in there.
Yeah, there's a lot of shit happening here.
The only, because we'll get to in a second, of course, but the only group of people that I assume 100% did not win the New Vegas war at the end of everything, or the battle for Hoover Dam and all that, would be the Brotherhood of Steel.
Yeah.
I think they're the only group that 100% assuredly, most definitely, did not take home the cake.
Definitely, yeah.
But we'll come to those thoughts and theories in just a moment.
Yeah, but I think they're going to, they'll be a contender for it, as we could see in a minute.
All right, shall we?
Yeah, let's.
Oh, yeah. Do we want to take a little quick think of things, or keep going?
Yeah, let's go back and pick through stuff. First off, who's the new actor playing House? Because it's not the same actor as last time.
No, it's what's his name, isn't it? It's a Houston, isn't it?
Yeah.
New House actor.
I'm looking it up on.
Oh, excuse me, it's Justin Theroux.
Yeah.
Novak is looking a little rough there.
Yeah, well, nobody should
Lucky
be shocked about that.
And New Glory, Victor. Thank you, Stanley. But yeah, if we go back,
Rafi Silver played him originally. And then season 2.
Tony. Yeah.
Yeah, and Justin Theroux is in.
Hi. Yeah, I'm intrigued right here. This is where I was kind of
the bomb.
Okay.
And there's our Legion.
We talked about it whenever you saw the red capes and everything over around NoHo.
Yeah.
Oh,
well, they might have dressed a whole camp, but it's the Legion is still around. And
do you think they're succinctly still in the Mojave, or do you think they buggered off for a little bit and have now buggered back? Maybe?
That's a good question. They could go either way with that. I think it really depends on who won, and at the end of the game.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I just don't see. I think it's more likely that they went away for a while and have come back and probably have always kept a little bit of a presence.
Yeah.
New Kaisar or Caesar is Macaulay Culkin apparently.
No shit,
so.
Really? Really?
Where?
I thought he was Arcade Gannon.
No, I don't think he's Arcade Gannon. He's or Leggett. No. I don't think he's either one of those.
He's not Lance.
What's his name? It's not Arcade Gannon. The asshole scientist doctor guy that works for the NCR. That's like,
oh yeah,
they're gonna have me running this whole place. A lot of people have been saying that's gonna be the character he plays, and I see that character far more. Obviously, it could be Caesar, it could be Arcade Gannon, but that character, I can't remember his name for the life of me right now. But I think that would be an awesome character to have there.
Yeah.
And maybe he's kind of leading some of these groups because he's smarter than a lot of the other people there and has talked his way into a position of power like he did with the NCR. Because it doesn't seem like the NCR is going to be the winners out of everything either.
No. He's crazy genius type. I think he's Arcade Gannon. Oh my god. What is
the character's name?
Yeah, why am I blanking?
On another video, someone was saying, someone on Reddit did some analysis and said it was Culkin.
Yeah.
Oh, you're talking about the guy right here. That does look like Macaulay Culkin's head.
Interesting. I could see that, but that's, I don't know.
Mr. Fantastic, is that the
Mr. Fantastic, yeah.
Okay. Oh, yeah, because all the theories aside, literally just looking at that photo, it looks like Macaulay Culkin's behind.
Yeah.
Well, that might be that might give a little credence to what I was thinking about the other character, where he's not necessarily Kaisar or the Legate might be more of a position rather than the actual person.
Yeah.
And if he is that doctor that worked for the NCR, scientist that worked for the NCR, and talked his way into leading the Caesar's Legion.
Yeah.
Huh. I think the guy on Reddit was Home Alone.
Nice.
But all right. That thought, interesting. We'll just keep playing with that.
Yeah, let's keep playing. All right, Novak, yeah. And Lucy's up in the Dino Mouth, up in the Overwatch position, yeah.
And a lot of people have pointed out, oh, wow, I almost pressed X on StreamYards real quick, trying to get back.
Don't do that. Yeah.
Obviously,
Don't leave me alone
Lucy
with
up
these
there.
people.
Yeah. Obviously, Lucy up in that dino is great, but
Yep.
it's faced in a different way.
Mm-hmm.
You think the dino facing a different way is going to come into play, or is it just...
What do you mean it's facing a different way? Is that it's not?
Because remember, Boone in the game has
Yeah.
it facing towards the Mojave, so
Yeah.
he can shoot and sniper people coming up trying to mess with Novak.
Yeah. How do you think
This
that it's
one-
not facing?
No, this one shows the dino facing towards the Novak,
Interesting.
like the other direction, like a 180. or
Oh.
something. So maybe they feel safer. I don't know.
A lot of work to turn the dinosaur around. I don't
It's a
know.
lot of work.
Yeah.
That's just one of those small things, and I wonder if they can change it because of a scene like this, or if
Mhm.
maybe they'll do it in post and just kind of change it and say, hey,
Yeah.
oops, you know, a little oversight real fast.
Yeah.
But yeah, this is interesting because you can see the motel is it's facing it now this way with all that.
Interesting. Okay.
Yeah.
Mike.
Back just far enough. What I was thinking with seeing all the different, I guess Pridwin is no longer an individual ship and is now a
Yeah.
class of ship,
Yeah, I guess so.
which is
We
one
got
of
a
the
bunch
things
of them.
kind of brings that cannon back into place.
Yeah, it kind of realigns things if they've got multiple airships, you know? Yeah.
But that is what makes me think there's no way the Brotherhood made it through, because we're after everything that happened. So
Yeah.
if the Brotherhood had have made it through, or would have been able to call for help, even though of course they were kind of fractured at that point, if they
Yep.
would have asked and called for help, we would have
Interesting.
seen this happen in the game. You know, I think the Brotherhood's been wiped out, and now that this Brotherhood or this aspect of the East Coast Brotherhood that's made its way west finds out,
Or these could have
about-
all been West Coast ships, you know? They could have
that'd
been
be a
West
whole
Coast
different
based.
animal. That'd
Yeah.
be wild.
Hey, Harris, hold on a second. I cut myself and I'm bleeding. My hand's bleeding all over the place. Give me a second. I got to go clean up. Yeah.
Yeah, no worries. Do you want us
I
to keep going over
I've scratched my hands up installing the stuff at the theater, and one of them just reopened, and now I gotta, like, I'm dripping. So hold on a sec. I'll be right back.
Yeah, no worries, no worries. In that case, y'all, we'll just keep going over this for a second. Because I do y'all think that these are more likely West Coast or East Coast Brotherhood of Steel? Because my guess is, of course, they're leaning into the Maxon stuff with Fallout 4. It seems like that one little brief shot we got with it, I don't know if it's an actual Maxon family member or not. I don't know. That it looks like not Maximus. Is it Maximus? Yeah, Maximus is with like an elder Maxon or somebody of that same family, that same bloodline, which leans into it being an East Coast Fallout Brotherhood of Steel group. But I don't know if I don't know the reasoning they would go to Vegas outside of following Hank. But maybe when they get there, they see how fortified New Vegas is, and they just feel the need to, I guess, take it out for their old Brotherhood. My theory here is that they're pissed off that the Brotherhood of Steel that was here was wiped out. I don't know necessarily. I don't have the pickings to give you the reason I have that theory. Just visually from what the trailer gives us, that's what I'm guessing. I don't think the Brotherhood from the West Coast. Cooper and this will be great for Greg to see in a moment here.
I'm already back.
Speak of the devil.
I just had to rinse my hand off. I managed to this is from doing some wiring or something last night, and I was scratching my hand aimlessly, and suddenly I'm bleeding all over the place. Gotta love it. Yeah.
Oh, man. Well, I pause right here real quick because this is showing.
Oh yeah, you're right. Yeah, no, that is looking right into Novak now. Yeah.
So it's a 180 from where it was. This has got to be a little pre-war, of course.
Mm-hmm.
But Cooper in that suit like that. Do you think we go back to his?
Oh, to his war days? Yeah. Wasn't he fighting in Alaska?
Yeah, he was fighting in Alaska.
Interesting.
Do we get even further flashbacks? Is kind of my thought.
Yeah. No, I think so. I mean, I think that absolutely they're going to continue with the flashbacks.
only worry with that is having 2 different time periods of flashbacks. I hope, and I think this is, they had a great team at the CW as well, but this is much more honed in team, I would say. I just worry that they might go the way of Arrow a little bit with flashbacks, flash forwards. You have 2 different types of timelines plus the main timeline, and it's not that it gets confusing because it's easy to follow in that sense, but it gets convoluted. And there's parts of Fallout that are going to be naturally convoluted just because the amount of lore that's there. But
yeah,
as much as I don't want a whole bunch of war flashbacks, if that makes sense. A couple might make some sense. That's just the worry that comes.
There's my boy.
So the thought that I had earlier, now that we're to the old chicken man with all the C plot and everything like that, we see a lot of things in this trailer, and we do have another 10, 20 seconds left. Don't put that out in the universe. The thought that is here is we don't see Johnny Pemberton, a.k.a. Oh, God, what was his name? Wasn't it?
Yeah.
Like, it wasn't Theo, but it was something along those lines, right? Like, I don't know. We don't see his character in here. The one that was just given. Thaddeus, there we go. I knew it was a TH something. We don't see him in this trailer at all. What do you think? Because this can't be long after where we break off from season 1. We're watching Lucy and the Ghoul go through the desert to New Vegas. So this has got to be either immediately after or a week, maybe 2 weeks after, and they're still in the process of walking over there. That being said, has the FEV virus already set foot in Johnny Pemberton's character yet? Is he an actual super mutant already, and that's why we're not seeing him in the trailer? Or are we going to see that process? Is kind of where my brain goes to.
Yeah.
I don't know. One way or another, intrigued. Right on that vault.
Oh yeah, that's a great shot. But go back to the vault where from the shot from above. A little further back. Oh, rad roaches first off.
Back.
Vault 31 gets attacked by rad roaches. All right, keep going.
Shall we?
Oh, keep going back.
That makes me feel like there's a musical number. I don't know why, but it's just the top and the fact that everything's spinning, people moving around, choreography. Why do I feel like that suddenly we're in a musical?
Oh, I hope they don't do it. I hope they don't. I'm sure it would be better than most of the other different franchises that are trying to do musicals right now. Maybe, you know what? Amazon Prime has done it best with The Boys musical from season 4 or season 3 with Frenchie and all that, but
yeah,
and Kimiko, but
I mean, I love the Strange New Worlds episode that was musical. I loved it, but that's me. So yeah,
I haven't heard many other people share that.
That's fine. You're all welcome to be wrong.
Joshua agrees with you, I think.
Yeah. So well, and like Jamie said, well, he decided to hate it before it even aired. So,
True.
Yeah.
That's for my story I sent you for Fallout. Not the chip game, huh? Anyway.
And by the way, yeah, you can walk from Santa Monica, California to Las Vegas. If you cover about 20 miles a day, it's only 320 miles. You can cover that in about just over 2 weeks.
Oh yeah, wow.
Yeah. So I mean, it's definitely not an impossible walk. It just takes a while. But if you're making a steady pace, and of course, because it's an adventure game, you will get distracted by other bullshit, random bullshit. That's like the game trope. Thou shalt always be
distracted by random bullshit or something like that. Yeah, it is perfect. Yeah, this is just very bright, colorful. Of course, it's the vault, so it ends up being that more vibrant colored pattern. But it does almost look like they're going to start dancing here. I hope not, but we'll see.
Yeah.
Do the moments right here of seeing all this?
Thou shalt get sidetracked by bullshit every goddamn time is the quote.
It's such a beautiful quote, and it
Yeah,
makes so much sense.
Defines the whole video game. Actually, and honestly, that's the exact reason why I stopped playing BioShock Infinite, because I was like, oh, the door I need to open is like right next to the drop-off point, but no, I have to go through 6 other side quests to get the key to the fucking door, you know? So it's just it drove me nuts where it was like everything was a goddamn side quest, and I just felt like that there was no moving forward with it. That's why I quit playing that game.
See, I love side quests, but they need to be side quests. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
Because that sounds infinitely annoying.
Yeah. Grind. I don't have time for grind in games anymore. I grind in life.
Like, as much as I want to like put on the hardest mode of a video game and get nitty gritty and get as involved as possible, there are too many other damn things I got to do in a day.
Just give me a good story and let me be entertained. That's all.
Like, I don't want easy gameplay, but no. I'll put it on medium. I'm not going to put it on story mode. I'll put it on medium just about every time, or normal difficulty, standard, whatever it's called for a game.
Yeah, and just have a good time with it. Yeah, I just want to have the experience. I don't have the time to go out and platinum shit anymore. You know? No.
My time in the game is going to be spent playing it and learning the lore. I don't need to learn the damn map of the game unless I so much enjoy it that I spend months in Skyrim's case, a decade playing the damn game, you know? I could tell you a bunch of maps of Skyrim, but that's because you go back and play it so much because they made a damn good game that you could go do that with. Grinding, those Soulsborne games kill me. It's the reason I haven't done Elden Ring yet.
All right, let's keep it going.
All right.
But yeah, multiple airships. I think that those were all West Coast. I don't think we're going to see Commonwealth coming out here, unless
unless
the Commonwealth got word of Cold Fusion.
Well, wasn't that the whole point of what the quote unquote Pridwin or whatever class of Pridwin it was? Wasn't that from the East Coast in season 1? I think they made it a point to say they came from the East Coast.
Maybe.
That's where that, I guess, thought process comes from. Yeah, life is too short to spend many hours playing to progress that rather than have fun. 1,000%.
Yeah.
Do you have a theory about who could be in this suit? We've seen Coop in a suit, but I don't think it's Coop.
Yeah, that's interesting. Who could it be in there?
Because it's not big
or is it
enough
just
to
a
be
random? Is it just a random paladin?
I guess because they still think Maximus is on their side, and I guess maybe he is to some degree. They gave him a big ass field promotion at the end of season 1. Yeah, he's like number 4 or 5 or 6 in command now. Like he's up there in like the top honchos. Dane, I don't think so. Maybe though.
Maybe.
Or dance, maybe. I doubt
that would be hilarious. They'd have to get really cool about a lot of shit real fast for that to work.
Oh yeah, yeah, because they know he's a freaking synth by the end of it. They're not going to work with him.
No.
That's
we do not tolerate anti-synth behavior in this house.
No. Viva the synth sometimes, you know. I like old Demas in Cold Harbor. Or Far Harbor, whatever it was. All right.
Cold Harbor. Oh, you've been watching Severance too. I see what's up.
I haven't, though. I need to.
Oh, it's so good. It's so good.
We tried to start it as a household.
Dude. Here's
like 11:30 at night, and we just all
no, you gotta stick with it. The pacing on it is slow. But cinematography is gorgeous. The story is just intense the deeper it goes. Like you got to get to about like episode 1 kind of sets it up, but man, episode 2 hits the gas and just goes, you know, and I like we watched the first 2 episodes one night and then we're like, oh my God, this is so good. We got to savor it. We shotgunned the 8 episodes of season 1 the next night because I was like, no, we just got to keep going. We got to keep going because you just get hooked. It just gets its hooks in you. And then that was 5 days before season 2 came out, so we immediately just like got on that train. Yeah.
And then you've just been keeping up ever since because it's 3 seasons, right?
No, they're going into the 3rd season now. So,
okay.
Yeah, season 3 will be dropped. Hopefully, it won't be like 3 years between seasons like it was between 1 and 2. You know.
Yeah, I think shows are hopefully going to start.
Yeah,
doing a little bit better about that, especially.
So I don't know how many episodes are to keep song and dance episodes are to keep actors happy, man. Like musical episodes are intense amounts of planning. Like as a guy who produces musical theater, it's fun and they can make money if it's a good musical, but it's like 10 times the effort. And I can only imagine when you start putting in camera choreography and positions and all that other stuff, all the cinematography that goes in with that, how much more difficult it has to be. Like if you're doing a musical, it is like the planning is intense. It's insane.
And that's the producing perspective. Even if it was to keep actors happy, I don't think that would be the case. Just because
the amount of how much more work you have to do as an actor to prepare for a musical episode. I do on a regular TV schedule. Fuck that noise.
No, you still have to learn your lines. Make sure the lines that work within this musical are going to be musically sung or sang or talked, whatever, and you have to make sure it works within the confines of what you're trying to do with the musical itself and within the lore and canon of whatever show you're in. It's too much.
It's tricky. I mean, I don't think actors are necessarily happy in musical episodes. You know,
maybe the exact opposite.
It's like all the burden of doing a regular episode of TV and then doing a literal multiple songs and dances on top of it. It just makes it so much more of a process.
Perhaps to punish them then.
Yeah.
Shit, maybe. Yeah, because a musical is you're doing your regular TV stuff, and then there's almost a play on top of it for that particular episode. It's just like,
the amount of work you got to do for it, it's just insane. I'm gonna get cozy here as we're still grinding on this. Oh, there we go.
Good.
Let me lay back on my couch.
We got a little bit of this and then Horror Nights to talk, huh?
Yeah. Well, and I gotta get going soon. Unfortunately, maybe we gotta put off Horror Nights to the next combo.
Okay, and it's also not a very long one. We can just kind of show stuff.
Yeah, we could just go through that trailer that we found.
Yeah.
All right. Well, let's keep going.
Finish her up
back a little bit. Yeah. That is 100% North Hollywood, California, y'all. That is, I know that's that parking lot from that shopping center right up the street, right up to 170.
We've actually seen that set from the photos you took.
I've seen that set. Yeah, I've driven by there in the middle of the night and had security chase me out of there.
Kind of perfect. Is this bullet? They're focusing on the bullet. Is that like a particular in-game bullet?
It's probably bullet time. You know, they're just showing off the bullet time effect. It's reminiscent of the start of New Vegas with the sniper on top of the Welcome to New Vegas sign, where he's taking out the raider. That's what it is.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. That's
every time I watch the trailer, I'm just thinking, is it like a little mini nuke type of thing or something? Like, is this a particular thing? No.
It's not a hollow point, but it does look like a frag round.
Yeah.
I mean,
I guess this could, like you said, just be bats or something like that as well.
Yeah. But I think it's a reference to the sniper on top of the Vegas sign. Yeah, from the opening.
Keep moving.
Yeah. There was leaked set footage and photos of the Deathclaw on set at the North Hollywood shooting locations, which I thought was really dope.
It looks. I mean, we didn't see much of it. We get one like very brief full frame, and then just the close up on the face like that, the eye and the little reptilian skin. Just it looks like an alligator at night.
Yep.
Which maybe we'll eventually get some gator claws, but I'm happy with Deathclaw first.
Yeah. Love that. All right. So, does this change any of our perspective about like what we've been talking about for the season, or where things left off, which ending might be canon? Obviously, the Legion is still around. Haven't seen much of the NCR in this trailer. That's an interesting and conspicuous
Did we see them
absence. I've seen them in the behind the scenes photos, but that could be flashbacks.
That's true.
But I didn't see the NCR at all in the trailer. So interesting. But we did see a Yes Man.
We did.
We saw a couple of shots of the Legion. But we also know that New Vegas is looking pretty fucked up. So whoever won in the game, this period 10 years later, it's still it seems like it's still ruined, or it's even gotten worse. So
these simple question to ask with all of that, especially with the ending and with Vegas looking the way it does, and with the stuff with Mr. House that we know we're going to get with the pre-war flashbacks.
Yeah.
Is it simply just House wins and then things kind of he loses a little bit of control over time because maybe his troops aren't as well managed or anything like that? There's obviously still a yes man going around. So is it does the Courier win or does House win? Are the options that seem the most viable with people still being alive, but also I don't know. There's plenty of things you could pick apart from either direction of that as well.
Yeah. Well, it'll be interesting to see if we actually see House at the end of the season, because like in the main timeline or in present
time, in his tube and the little computer screen.
Yeah. Or they'll make a reference possibly to the body dying, but what if he's the singularity and his consciousness has been fully uploaded?
Mm.
You
could even make him into a robo brain if you really wanted to.
You could. All right. Well, I don't know. I'm hyped for season 2. I can't wait to see it drop. I think I got to start my season 1 rewatch and prep for it. Yeah.
It's December 6th, right?
Is that the new drop date?
I think December 6th. It's in the first week, if I remember correctly. No tourism from the NCR to pay for all the houses. Industrialization of New Vegas. Touche.
Oh, December 17th.
17th. Okay. I thought it was the first week. Okay, 17th is nice though.
Yep. That was announced August 20th.
Okay.
Yeah. I completely missed that announcement.
Taskmaster still my favorite no-brain watch. 1,000% agree. I love Taskmaster.
Yeah, that's a good show.
With whenever we get to, I guess, season 2, should we do these weekly just for the episode aspect of things?
Absolutely. Do a post-episode breakdown, yeah.
Because I have already set something for next week. Even whenever we're not able to do Fallout every week, because we're doing Fallout every other week, I was thinking we might go ahead and try to get Radical Wasteland more weekly. You don't have to come every week if you don't want to, if it's just not time schedule wise. I was like, there's so many other damn Wastelands possible. We just start talking a little Mad Max certain weeks. I have something set for Twisted Metal because I plan on finishing Twisted Metal season 2. But yeah, that's just something for audience and us to think about.
I mean, I'm down for more of this if I can fit it in. Let me see what we can work out.
I just don't want to overwhelm you with.
Yeah, I got a lot going on now, buddy. But at the very least, let me see what I can fit in.
Yeah, well, in particular, Fallout.
Yeah.
Airing. But outside of that, we don't need to adhere to Fallout every single week because it's the Radical Wasteland, and surprisingly, there are a hell of a lot more Wastelands than you think of.
Yeah, post-apocalyptic is a whole genre.
Yeah, and it all tends to be varying levels of sci-fi, which we like to talk about.
Yeah,
around these parts.
Oh, I gotta watch Twisted Metal. It's got Stephanie Beatrice in it, and I like her work. She's hilarious.
I never played the games. Never have. Still haven't played the games.
Yeah.
Season 1 was so much damn fun, and the 2 episodes I've seen of season 2 before I left town were great too. Not great necessarily, a little bit of change of pace, but still a hell of a lot of fun. Yeah. It's not a brainless show, but it's you don't have to turn it on to watch as much, and you get to just enjoy it.
Yeah, you could just enjoy it for the explosions. And Anthony Mackie is good at comedy.
Oh yeah, he's great at comedy. And what's her name that plays Quiet? Is that what you were just saying?
Yeah, Stephanie Beatrice.
Stephanie Beatrice. She's funny.
Yeah, she's hilarious. Yeah.
All I know her from is Brooklyn Nine-Nine and Twisted Metal, and I haven't watched it.
And she was voice of the main character in the Disney movie. Oh my god. Why am I blanking on this? It's the family one.
The Encanto?
Yeah. Yep.
Oh, really?
Encanto. Yeah, she was she was the voice of Mirabelle.
Oh, really? Oh, wow. Oh, I had no idea.
Yeah.
I definitely said Encanto, like the most Texan version of it I could say. Encanto? Oops.
Encanto. Yeah.
It pops out. That Texan pops out.
I need to put some rice and beans on these here tortillas.
I was doing rehearsing for my commercial demos for voice acting. I'm gonna go record them this Monday, and one of the commercial demos is a Justin Boots thing, so that might have been my Justin Boots voice I was putting on.
There you go, Justin Boots. I like that.
American Boots, American roots, baby. You know, but
there you go, American Boots. Yeah, I hear that. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I have just the mindset's there right now.
Yeah, I dig it.
Speaking of fun mindsets, as you said right before, I don't know if it was right before stream or early on in stream at this point. We talked so much. I don't know what's going on anymore.
Yeah, we've been going for a while now. This is a long one for us.
I love it. Usually it's an hour and a half to 2 hours, but Fallout tends to be the hour and a half.
Yeah. I don't have an intern for the fall, so I don't have to rush off to get down to the theater to open the door to tell a college kid to, not slack off on their cell phone while I work, So that's nice.
Sounds about right.
Yeah.
Well, speaking of the mindsets and all those things,
let's look at Horror Nights real quick.
It's kind of spooky season now. And we're in that mindset of things.
Yeah,
so we scare ourselves a bit.
Yeah, this is the review. That's a review from. We have one that's just like the trailer. Oh, I got it right here. Hold on.
Oh, I see.
There's the trailer, and then there's the review. So let me give you the
trailer first.
Yeah, where's? Here we are. Hold on, I'm pulling up the trailer. Yeah, I'll put it in the. There you go. That's the official trailer that I just put in the private chat. There you go. Yeah, let's take a look at that real fast.
Good evening, citizen. If you're just tuning in, you're in for a treat. Our friends at Vault-Tec are showcasing a revolutionary new experience, unlike anything you've seen before. Don't take it from us. Hear it straight from one of our special volunteers.
Live the horror you love to watch at Universal Halloween Horror Nights, featuring Fallout and more.
Woo!
All right. And now let's take a look at this because this is the review.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. So you're going into a vault. Oh, yeah. Oh, so this looks like... Why does this look like the raid of Vault 32?
Yeah, I think it is. I think that said Vault 33 on the back of that.
Yeah.
Right before it.
Yeah.
33, yep.
Oh, yeah, 33. Okay. But Vault 32 on the door there.
Oh. Are they not letting him that way?
I guess not. I guess you can't escape out that way. All right, so yeah, obviously spoilers for this.
Yeah.
All right, rad roaches projected on the walls. Okay. Oh, there we go.
Oh, yeah. I can see why this isn't necessarily as scary as some people
Yeah,
are
it's jump
but
scares.
It does feel the narrative.
Yeah. That was the main complaint that I saw from people, is that it's just a bunch of jump scares. Yeah, definitely not
that
the
one
top
guy walking out with that pipe would just make an eye roll rather than...
Yeah.
That guy looks great.
Yeah, it looks. Yeah.
Not one for the top.
Somebody on TikTok was talking about how Fallout is for kids, and I'm like, have you ever watched Fallout? Have you ever played Fallout? You know, and they're talking about how Horror Nights is for children. And it's like not quite how this goes.
Yeah, that'd be a negatory ghost right there.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I'm not much of a Horror Nights guy, but I did Universal Fan Fest and saw like what they did with the haunted house structures for. Oh, okay, going to Super Duper Mart with the Ghoul, got it.
That's fun.
Interesting, like that. That's dope. Yeah, you know, like they had a whole Bridge of the Enterprise built. They had. I did the D&D one. They built a friggin' tavern, and they had a giant beholder animatronic. I mean,
well, that's fun. Like,
yeah.
This is definitely not scary.
Yeah,
I understand that complaint.
Yeah,
it's really cool, and I'd have a great time walking through it.
Yeah. All right, and then you're back out.
Nice. Okay.
Wow, that was it. Okay.
That's not a whole bunch at all.
Not really. And people actually, you know, the people who went and reviewed it, they rated it a 4 out of 7. Because it was, they were talking about how it was like, well, it's cool that they have this stuff, but you know, it's a lot of fan service, but it's jump scares and it's not scary, you know.
Nothing about that screamed scary to me. And I guess, you know, a lot of those little haunted houses that you walk through,
yeah,
kind of rely on jump scares, and you expect it at this point. But when you're distracted by all the lore of the franchise you like, you're not paying attention to the jump scares. You're just looking at all the cool stuff. And whenever somebody does jump out at you, you're like, oh, is that a ghoul or is it a raider or who is it? You know, it's like,
yeah.
I don't know. Well, that's a bit of a shame.
Yeah, you know, I mean, I think it I don't know. Like I said, I've been there for Universal Fan Fest, which was this year. I've never done Horror Nights because I'm just not a horror guy.
Right.
But which is ironic because I'm now putting together a horror theater festival and film festival. You know, I'm finding somebody else to actually screen and judge the movies for me. They've got a lot of cool merch. At least I've Googled some of that stuff up, and they've got, you know, mugs, stickers, T-shirts, of course. Oh, you can actually get a Quantum Fizz and a Sunset Sarsaparilla.
Really?
Yeah.
That's okay. I mean,
you know, and
not something I wouldn't go to. I do plan on going to Horror Nights just because I do love scary stuff. It's up my alley.
Yeah.
I like all film things. Oops.
Yeah.
All movie theaters get a lot of money out of me. Surprise, surprise.
Yeah.
But like, from the Fallout perspective, I don't think that gives enough to bite on. From the horror, thrilling love of just jumping in haunted houses and figuring out that kind of stuff, from that perspective, it's not scary enough. I don't know if that gave enough of either direction that they're trying to pull from for either. And it's hard to do stuff like that as well. Like you just said, putting together a musical is one thing. This is dissimilar to the way that here's your beat. Somebody's going to walk through here. It's an interactive musical in almost a way.
Yeah.
But yeah. Are there Fallout cons?
Well, I mean, Comic-Con, you get a lot of cosplayers.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, Vegas,
Yes,
Los Angeles Comic-Con's coming up in December, you know. Yeah.
20 days.
Yeah. Yep. All right, so they got, I'm just looking at here. I found an image of some of the merch that they've got. They've got a whole, you know, backpack, hat, cup, bobblehead, you know, like kind of standard stuff. The bag is pretty cool, though. I dig the bag. But I have enough bags.
Is it a backpack or like a day bag?
That looks like a backpack, with a bedroll strapped on it.
Because I like that. I do have enough backpacks as well, but
Yeah.
I'll always find room for one more.
Yeah, for real.
Honestly, I wouldn't mind a cooler like that. That would be even more handy.
Mm-hmm. All right, and then
Do you have to buy that when you go there? That's for purchase, or do you
yeah.
buy okay, yeah, that makes sense.
Okay. Yeah, you enter Vault 33 and follow Lucy in the haunted house. Follow Lucy as she tries to escape the massacre of Vault 33 when the raiders come in, and then you go outside the vault into the Wasteland, and obviously Super Duper Mart and a few other places. So yeah, it seems like it's more of telling the story of
season 1,
an immersive retelling of season 1. Yeah, at least the early parts of season 1. New backpack for Dora. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I'm going to be honest. That didn't exactly sell me on going.
It didn't.
Yeah.
I love that horror stuff. It didn't tickle either side of my brain enough to make me want to jump and spin.
Yeah, it does feel a little contrived. But then again, I mean, I admire the fact that Horror Nights is trying anything and everything and trying to see what they can make work. I mean, they had a WWE haunted house.
Oh,
at
really?
one point. Yeah. I'm kind of like, what? Brock Lesnar puts you through a table?
The Stranger Things one was pretty cool a few years back.
Yeah. I feel like that the property really has to lend itself to like a haunted house vibe in order for it to work, And
Fallout totally could, but that's
You think
more,
it could?
how much would it be? It's usually about $50 to $80 for a ticket for a horror night.
$80 for a ticket to Horror Nights, absolutely, yeah.
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 50's lowballing it too. It's probably you're going to spend about $100 to $200 while you're there just on food and drink outside of not outside.
Oh
of
yeah,
ticket.
they charge it's a theme park. They pick your pocket.
Oh, and they pick it pretty. But yeah, I feel like Fallout does have enough things to go on to do something well at Horror Nights, but and going through the vault like that is not a bad idea, but I feel like it'd be better to go through one of a numerous number of New Vegas vaults that we may see show up in season 2 rather instead. Like the vault where all the green little mutant guys are in there, all the grass is overgrown and everything. That'd be fun. Maybe a vault full of cazadors or something we haven't seen. Make a new vault and show something interesting. That the retread, I think, is part of what makes it less enticing.
Yeah.
Because Fallout doesn't retread often, even in those small little things like that.
Yeah. All right. Well, yeah. Again, I thought about like biting the bullet and going, and I feel like after watching that video, I'm like, this is not necessarily an experience I need to drop that money on.
Yeah, I have a few friends who are working and have said that they're going to give us some discounts, some friend discounts, kind of stuff. So when we do that, I'll make sure I go. But
if they're real friends, they'll hook you up with a friggin' cast comp. But that's a whole different thing.
We'll see. Fingers crossed.
Well, my brother-in-law works at Disney World, and he always just employee passes us into the parks whenever we go out. Out there. So, yeah, that's always nice.
Oh, that's perfect.
Yep.
Yeah.
Those are good friends. So.
Hopefully, it's better than what was shown on film. Obviously, things in person are a whole different animal. So.
Yeah.
I
think I think if you're into that kind of stuff, I could see why it would be appealing. I don't know. Jump scares aren't enough for me, and the cool wow factor is, I don't know. It didn't translate on video.
No, and one of the things that you go to haunted houses for a lot of the times is you understand the jump scares are going to be there. You want them to be creative in how they're going to do it. That didn't necessarily seem creative.
This just felt like guys in cosplay walking around and lunging at you, and it's like, okay, well, I know you're not going to touch me.
If they're going to do that, at least run with a chainsaw at some point,
Yeah.
Which, if they were going to do that, show us a little bit of cook or something like that.
Oh my God, right?
That would have been dope.
That'd be a lot. Yeah. But I mean, at the one hand, it is cool seeing like power armor in person and stuff like that. But at the same time, it's like we've I don't know. I don't want to say we've had that experience, but like I could. It felt a little underwhelming just seeing.
Just with I think Peter said making late dinners and mostly listening in. Well, thank you. Yeah, Peter said too much to watch earlier, and in that same sense, there's so much that everyone's already seen, and you got to be picky and choosy what you want to watch at the time. And if you're not, it's almost just brainless at this point to a degree, because of the amount of just catching up on everything that people want to do all constantly.
Mm-hmm.
They didn't pinpoint enough specifics in there to make it interesting for someone that's seen that. And the people that want to go to that event are probably people that have already seen season 1.
So, the retelling is nice, but I mean, I would just recommit to being like, and I suppose this is the difference between Fallout, the video game, and Fallout on Prime, which is specifically what it is they're showing. Because I'd be like, oh, just give us a vault, give us like a horror vault, but they can't just do anything. They have to do the Ghoul. They have to do Lucy. There's certain checkboxes that they have to hit because they're doing Fallout, the TV show on Prime. Yeah.
Talk about an immersive experience. This is what could have been done, and maybe we should do one day when we get infinite dollars to do whatever the hell we feel like doing. An immersive haunted house where you are now either a ghoul or a synth, and you have to walk through a Brotherhood of Steel base.
Oh, Jesus. There you go.
And find your way out. There you go.
That would be nuts.
That would be stupid, but fun. So much fun.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm intrigued enough to go check it out if I'm there, but I wouldn't buy a ticket.
Yeah. It's not worth $80 for me to go do that.
No. And there's a lot of other things to go do, which is great, but we'll see.
Yeah.
I'm stoked for Horror Nights, but that kind of made me less, sadly.
Yeah. All right. Well, hey, it's good to know this stuff. All right. Yeah. Oh, yeah. You're welcome. You're welcome.
Yeah. Right. I feel much support. Yep.
No, boy, that opened a can of worms, didn't it? All righty. Well, anyway, I actually have to get down to my new theater and keep building it, so I can hopefully have it ready for next week, and I'll at least be ready for people to install the seats tomorrow. So I should get going. But hey, we will see you guys again in about 2 weeks. We'll be back hopefully with more news and more intriguing stuff. Harris, if you go to Horror Nights in the meantime, let me know, and definitely get footage. Maybe get your own walkthrough. And I wonder if an in-person experience would be more interesting than the video showed. So
are we allowed to bring like a GoPro, you think, or is that, you think, probably a strict no?
I think you probably could. I mean,
I would think so.
Do it until they tell you not to.
Yeah, because usually when you're walking in, you're not allowed to bring a camera that has a separate lens without like a permit or a pass.
Yeah, but I think if you have a GoPro on a selfie stick, what's anybody going to do?
Yeah.
So
yeah. At that point, I'm vlogging the place, and technically I would be. So it would be.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Alrighty, y'all. Well, hey, we will see you again in about 2 weeks, hopefully with new info. And in the meantime, stay frosty in the Wasteland. We'll see y'all soon. Yeah.
We will see y'all soon. Sunday, we'll see you for Sci-Fi Sundays. Next week, no Stargate Outpost. I am going to try a little Twisted Metal out next week, so join me there. And we will have our Patreon start again in 3 days, this coming Monday. And it's going to be a fun time. We will see y'all then. This has been the Radical Way. Oh, there we are. The Radical Wasteland. Y'all have a wonderful rest of your day.